Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 4 of the Faithful Findings podcast. Today we're going to do frequently asked questions part 2. So I picked another couple questions I wanted to answer today, and let's see how well I can explain these. So the first one I'd like to start with today is, what is the LDS view of the purpose of life? Which is a good question for any religion, really. Why are we here? Why are we on Earth? Uh, what is the purpose of us being alive? We believe that this is like a testing phase. You're here to be put through trials to see what you do. If you reach hardships, are you gonna, use those to better yourself and grow, or are you going to let them drag you down and perhaps make you not a great person? This kind of plays into eternal perspective. There it is again. Um, you have to keep in mind that all these trials and everything that we're here for are designed to prepare us for heaven so we can overcome them and become better people. The next question we have for today is, do the LDS believe in modern day prophets? Yes, yeah, we do. We have a prophet here on the earth today, and he will remain prophet until he passes away, at which point he will be replaced by another. So, right now we have Russell M. Nelson, and he is the 17th prophet of our church. Just a few years ago, he came in, and right before him, we had Thomas S. Monson. There's also, below the prophet, he has uh, a group called the Quorum of the 12 Apostles who help aid him so he doesn't have to run the entire church on his own. He has the aid of the Quorum of the 12. And then there's another larger group called the Quorum of the 70. And they help the Quorum of the 12. So it kind of branches out like tree roots to help them lead the entire church as best they can. Which leads pretty well into the next question. Do the LDS believe the apostles receive revelations from God? Yes, kind of. So we believe they do receive revelations from God. Only the prophet can receive revelations for the church. And then, say, the president of your stake or ward or your small building, they can receive revelation for all the people in that ward, like how to help them. But they cannot receive revelation on how the church should be run. And then there's also personal revelations you can get from God. Those are for you alone, or guidance for you on how to help somebody else. But I will never receive revelation for somebody else or for the church. It would be personal to me. Another good question was, do LDS women lead in the church? Is it a male-dominated church? No, it is not. Women do lead quite a bit in the LDS church. Um, we have a couple of different classes. We have our sacrament meeting, in which anybody is able to give a talk and teach. We have Sunday school, which is for, Sunday school is for children between the ages of 12 and 18, and that can be taught by men or women. We have primary, which is usually taught by women, um, but can be taught by either. And then we have Relief Society, which is an all women's class. We have um, also specialized classes. We have like temple preparation classes. We have um, we have some church classes. These don't happen every week, but every now and again they have business classes and uh, just life skill classes, um, which are led by anybody qualified. So to answer the question a little more simply, yes, LDS women do have leadership positions in the church. And then the final question for today is, why do you baptize for the dead? Which is a really good question, and I actually plan to have an entire episode just about baptisms for the dead, because it's a very unique thing to our church. But I will give a short overview of it. We believe that if you are unable to get baptized in life, that's not the end. You can still go into heaven, but you do have to have it performed, which can't be done if you're passed. So what we do instead is something called a baptism for the dead, or baptism by proxy. This means that a living member of the church can be baptized again under your name. Now, if you are passed away and you are baptized by proxy, this does not make you a member of the church, doesn't change your previous religion, and it doesn't, force you to do anything. It means it is offered up. It is an option. It is freely given, and that means it also has to be freely accepted by the one who has passed. This does not change. So if you have a family member, say, who was Jewish and they passed away, you are able to give them a baptism by proxy. That does not mean that they are now a member of the church. They're not put on, record as a member, nothing like that. It's just the choice is given to them to accept that baptism. I think that pretty well sums it up. And I'll get more into details when that episode comes out, um, at some point. So I think that's going to finish this episode today. So I will see you guys in the next episode. And remember, you're loved, and share love when you can. Bye, guys.